Yeah.
Anthony Cumia asked this question of you, and I had the same thought process, right? So, like, me, I hear this idea of going to prison and think, like, oh my God, like, what is that? That's a whole different life. It's foreign. But when you're there, you're like, well, I'm still me. I just live here for a little while. Like, did I'm not putting the question into words. It just became your new normal for a while, right? Or just a challenge?
Yeah. I mean, I just got into a routine. I just my thing was I broke every day down to like every hour needed to be filled with something because you don't ever want to just be sitting there staring at a fucking wall. So I would try to find things to do. Now TV helped a lot because so like if you can go watch like 2.5 Men, which is a show that I actually like. It was on every weekday for like 2 hours, 4 episodes in a row on TBS, I think. And me and Snow would watch that every fucking day. So it's like, all right, from like 10 a.m. till noon, I know what I'm doing. I'm watching 2.5 Men. But like you wake up at 5:30 a.m. That's when the lights fucking turn on. So 5:30 and it's not early for you anymore because there are no big nights. Like there's no point where like, yeah, had a ball last night until 9 p.m. when they turned all the lights off.
Is that when they turn it off?
Maybe 8:45 or 9:45. I don't remember anymore, but it was one or the other.
Is that bedtime? Like,
it was bedtime for me, but most of the guys, it was bedtime, and some of the guys would watch TV into the night. You could watch TV all night if you wanted to. You could just stay in the TV room watching TV, and some guys would, especially on like, there were some nights where like a show would come on at 10 p.m. and everybody would be up to watch it, or 9 p.m. Something called there's like a Kevin Costner TV show called Yellowstone or something like that, and then there's some other like show called Queen of the South or something that are like cable channel. They're kind of like tent pole series, but on cable. And those guys were really into those two shows. So they'd never miss an episode of that. There would literally be a post-it on the TV reserving that TV for that show tonight, like letting everybody know, hey, we're coming back at 9 p.m. and we're gonna watch Yellowstone or whatever the fuck that show was called. So yeah, there'd be people up all night, but I did that literally 3 times where I stayed up really late watching TV, or even past like lights out. When the lights went out, I was going to bed. You know, I sleep was the best way to kill time, right? You know, so if I could go to sleep, I wanted to sleep as much as possible. If I could sleep 10 hours a day, that was perfect.
If you could 2-month coma, you might have picked it.
I would have picked it. I absolutely would have picked it. Like on the weekends, on the weekends, you don't have to you don't have to make your bed or get out of your bed. So on weekdays, bed's got to be made at like, I think it's like 10 a.m. or something like that.
And that's not that bad.
And it has to stay made all day. You can sleep in it still, but you got to be on top of the blanket.
Oh, that sucks. That's fascism.
Which I would do. I got no problem with that. And but on weekends,
did you cover yourself with anything?
I had a sheet, so sometimes I cover myself with that sheet.
Sometimes that makes a big difference.
Yeah,
it would. You know, the guys who've been there a while had multiple blankets because they had bribed somebody, but I had one blanket. But on weekends, I would not get out of bed until like I really had to piss. And then I'd go piss, and then I'd try to go back to sleep. So best case scenario, I can stay in bed until 2 p.m. in the afternoon, maybe 3 p.m.
Were there other people employing this tactic, or no, just you?
I noticed that the people would start employing it more when their time was getting short. Like when they had like a week or two to go, they'd really start getting lazy and trying
to grind,
to get as much of that time gone as possible. Like I saw a couple guys around me that did exactly that. But for me, I was short time anyway, so every day was that. So like people walk by like, man, you gonna get out of that bed? I was like, no, I'm gonna sleep some more. You're gonna ruin your back like that. Don't care.
Nope, I'll only be here for another 6 weeks.
2 months, not 2 years. I'm gonna sleep my way through this.
Interesting health advice though. Like I feel like they've seen it. Like, oh, I'm telling you, you know, we had this guy, whatever, Lewis in here, ruined his back sleeping too much. And
Man, if he keeps his asshole glued to that bed like that, we're never gonna get him.
It's like he knows.
It's like he knows something's up. You think it's because my dick's out?
As he strokes it.
As he's stroking.
It's like he knows we're after him.
I've been telling you for the longest time, don't get it hard. At the very least, don't have it hard when you show up, man.
Yeah, I would do so. You know, I would wait. I had a schedule. You know, I would do the same thing almost every single day. Wake up, go piss, get my water jug full. You know, I had this enormous water like thing that's like insulated. Fill that thing up full of ice water, and get dressed. Go work out for an hour or two, shower, and then it was like read the book until reading got boring, and then watch TV until somebody made me stop. Like the guards would make you stop watching TV sometimes. A new guy came in like midway through my stay and was like cracking down on the TV watching because some of us didn't have jobs. So then I'd go hide in the library and read there because they never came and checked in the library. Could have been doing anything in there. Nobody would have known. And just always try to find something to do. I stopped going to meals after like the first week. I didn't go to breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I just ate my chili. I was so addicted to it. I loved it so much. I would dump so much I went through 3 bottles of sriracha. I was putting so much sriracha in that fucking chili. I just wanted to, just tears pouring, blowing my nose. It was the highlight of every day.
The highlight of every day
was the highlight of every single day was eating my little bag of 300 calories of chili covered in sriracha. It was like, oh, it's sriracha time. So yeah, it was just about
the small things.
It was just about killing the time one way or another, making the hours pass faster than they normally would.
But that's a short timer strategy, right? Which is, you were a short timer. But